Hi, my name is Chetan Jijavarpu, and on my team are Molly Stark and Selena Wren. We'll be presenting our project, COVID-19 Safety by County. Molly will be presenting how the information was collected and how it was stored. I'll be presenting how we analyze the information, and Selena will be presenting the front end of our project.
Okay, so before I get into our actual program, I figured I would show the how we built the data set that it's running off of. Basically, this is an R file that takes in New York Times COVID data, and then takes in a population or Washington County population data set, filters it down, and creates a CSV file based on the data that we want, that has the county name, the cases count, the deaths count, and the population. And then in here, I have a scanner that takes in that data, and then it is put into a map. The scanner goes line by line and breaks up the information, which is separated by commas. It puts the county name into a county variable. It puts the cases, deaths, and population counts into those corresponding variables, and then it adds the numerical values into an array list, so it can be accessed with an index. And then the array list and the county key is put into a map. And then there's a method called getCountyMap, and then that allows the map that I've created using the data set to be accessed in other classes that other people wrote, so it can be used to do functions that actually allow our program to run.
So now that you have the information, next step is to analyze this information. So we do that with the county analysis class. So the county analysis class is broken up into two parts, the constructor and then the functions. In the constructor, the input is that county map from the read CSV scanner. We then set that equal to our private variable of the same name. For the functions, we have four. The first one is called retrieve county info, where we retrieve the associated information to that county name, which is the deaths, cases, and population. The next function is safest county, where we return the safest county based on the lowest number of deaths and then the lowest number of cases if needed. And so we iterate through each county in our map, we get the deaths and cases. We check if the number of deaths for that county is less than the current minimum death value. If it is, we update both cur counting and cur min death value. Now, if deaths equals the cur min death value, then we'll go and check cases and do the same procedure for updating the cases. And then we return the cur county, which is the safest county based on deaths and cases. The next two methods are very similar. We're calculating the prevalence. And so I'll just talk about one of these since they're essentially the same. The difference is one is dealing with death and the other one is dealing with cases. So for the get death prevalence, we're getting the death value and the population value and just dividing it to get the prevalence. Same for this one, but we're just doing cases. And that's how we analyze this information.
Hi, this is Selena Wren, presenting the demo for the web app that Group 3 made for the final project of CSE 143, which is the Washington State COVID-19 Safety Tracker. Basically what you do is you type in a Washington State county, such as King County, and it will show you the percent deaths and percent cases of COVID-19 in that county. It will also show you the current safest county in Washington, which is Wakiakum. Say you want to know the deaths and cases in Wakiakum, and voila, it will show you. Here's the server, and basically what it does is that you first you first initialize the back-end data with the scanner and county analysis stuff. And here you get the safest county right there. Then you create the server, you put in the HTML, which I'll show you later, and then what this right here does is that it parses through what you type into the search bar, and then from that it gets the death prevalence, the case prevalence, and then forms a string that you later put into a JSON, And right here, you can see that it builds these separate things from splitting the string that's passed in so that you can get percent deaths, percent cases, and safest county in Washington. Here in the HTML file, you can see all this stuff, which basically helps build the web app. And these are the styles. I changed some of the styles to make the headers look a bit different from each other to make some text more unique. And this is the input, which takes in the user input, and then this is what displays the functions. So right here, this is what displays the data taken from the user input. I kind of took like this structure from search engine because I thought it was a very similar sort of web app in terms of front end, because what it did was you type in a keyword that you want and then it gives you data that it has. All right, and I think that's it. Thank you for listening.